Oh, you guys are not going to be prepared for this story time. So I was on my way to my cousin's house, and I was staying there for like, I don't know, I think it was like 2 or 3 nights. So I get there, I nearly get attacked by his stupid dog, and I get in, my mum leaves, and I'm talking to my cousin, and he goes like, "Oi, I've found some girls, like that live up near me, and we could hang out with them." I was like, "Yeah, okay, show me their Instagram," and he shows me one of their Instagrams. And I go, "Yeah, okay, let's hang out with them, why not?" I was like, fuck it. At this point in my life, I was like, willing to do whatever. And yeah, so my cousin texts that girl, and he's like, "Do you want to hang out tomorrow?" And yeah, she says yes. She's like, "Can I bring a friend?" And my cousin's like, "Well, yeah, if you want." So let's just call these girls Lily and Rose. And for the sake of this story, we'll call my cousin Fred. Fred, Lily, and Rose. And so Lily and Rose, we're meeting up with Lily and Rose tomorrow. And yeah, so we leave the house to go and meet them the next morning. And they've definitely got hooking up on their minds. Like, I don't know, I think we did, but we didn't know what they looked like properly. We just saw their Instagrams. So yeah, we were planning on it, but we hadn't seen what they looked like yet. So yeah, we see them from a distance, and we're like, "Oh no, that better not be them." And you know what? It fucking was. It was them. They looked absolutely nothing like what they did on their Instagram. Now, I don't like to call people catfishes, but they were catfishes. Like, 100%. They looked absolutely nothing like what they looked like on their Instagram. And so they're like, "Oh, do you want to go for a walk?" So we're like, "Well, we're here now, so we might as well." And we start walking. They're asking us a bunch of questions, and we just want to get out of there. Like, we don't want to be around them. They're just annoying. Like, they're weird. They look fucking nothing like what we thought they did. But, we're stuck here. So, we just keep walking with them. And they ended up taking us to, like, this park with, like, a massive bush behind it. And they walked us over. There was, like, this undercover bit with chairs, and there was, like, a barbecue. And we were just chilling there, for a little bit. Then they say, "Do you want to go for another walk?" And they walk over to the public toilets. And me and my cousin are like, "What the fuck is going on here? Like, why are we going to the toilets? That's just a weird place to take someone. And not to mention it's the girls' toilets, so like, we can't go in there. Like, that just doesn't look good at all." But, our dumbasses decide to follow them in, because they asked us to. And, my cousin's in the store with one of the girls, and I'm in the store with another one. So they've obviously they want to hook up, obviously. But I could hear my cousin and the other girl, and they're just talking in there, they're just chilling, vibing. And I'm in with this girl, and it's the most awkward thing ever. Like, I swear, like, there was no talking, it was just like, I was just looking around. I just wanted to get out of there. Like, fuck that. I didn't want to be there. I wanted to go back to my cousin's, play some Xbox, get on the Rocket League grind. Like, I didn't want to be there, not one little bit. And she starts trying to make conversation with me. She's like, "So where are you from?" And I'm like, I don't even tell her the right spot. I'm so resistant. Like, I just want to hurry up and get the day over with. And then she sits down, like, she puts the seat down on the toilet and sits down, like, on the toilet seat. And I'm just, like, basically up against the door, like, trying to show with my body language that I want to leave. And this fucking girl starts taking her shoes off. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? Like, that's the last thing I'd be doing in a public toilet. Because, like, people piss on the floor and shit, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And, yeah, she starts taking her shoes off, and then she starts taking her socks off. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on? Like, I had no idea. This girl looks up at me and goes, dead set goes, "Do you want a foot job?" And I've just froze. In my head, I've went, what the fuck? And, like, I've tried to say something, but what's come out is like, what? Like, she was dead serious too. Like, there was no laughing, there was nothing. And I could hear my cousin and this other girl talking, and they're just like being like friends, you know, like they're just having a good casual conversation. Meanwhile, I'm in the next toilet stall, and this chick wants to give me a fucking foot job. And I'm trying to process this, you know, because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, I don't even know how to describe how I was feeling in that moment. Anyway, I've just like started to unlock the fucking toilet stall to try and get out. And I've said to the girl, I just need to talk to Michael real quick, my cousin. And yeah, so I say, we need to get out of here, like quietly to him. And he goes, yeah, okay. And he asked what was wrong, but I didn't want to tell him till we were out. So he's like, oh, we have to go back to, you know, his house, to the girls. And they're like, oh, why, you know? And he's like, oh, my mum wants us home. Which I was like, thank fuck, because I didn't want to be there any longer at all. I'd had enough, very much so had enough. And yeah, so we leave, and they're just in the toilets. That chick's probably getting her shoes back on. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's so fucking weird. You don't do that. Anyway, we're walking away, and we're trying to get as far away as possible. My cousin finds a like timetable for buses, and we were going to get on a bus that takes us like 30-something k's away to a beach, away from where we were. So they would never be able to get there as long as we got on that bus. But I had one of the chicks on Snap Maps, and we're at the bus stop, and they start walking towards us. And I've showed my cousin, and he's like, what the fuck? By the way, the bus was running late at this point, so we couldn't just, you know, wait for the bus, because they were maybe like 300 meters away. So I was like, we need to fucking go. We just bolt up the street, and then we go to Macca's, and they text us going like, are you actually going? Like, don't go. And we're like, oh no, we're at Macca's getting some food, and they're like, oh, can we come up? And my cousin takes my phone and goes, yeah, come up. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? We want to get away from these chicks. And he goes, just trust me. So I put all my trust in my cousin, and he like shows me where to go, and he says, just follow me. So I just follow him, and I'm putting all this trust in my cousin, because I do not want to see these girls ever again, bro. Like, and so he takes me around the back of Macca's, and we're watching from the back, and they go in from the front. And then we take back up off the road, like take off up towards the bus stop, and get on the bus and get away. And they're just thinking, they're like probably looking for us around Macca's, and we just got away. And I was like, thank fuck, because that was the weirdest experience of my life. Or if not the weirdest, definitely one of the weirdest. Probably the weirdest for sure, I would say. Because that was something that was a bit different. That was something else. I would never want to experience that again. And guys, that is why you do not meet up with randoms that you find on the internet. But yeah, that's it for this story time today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry for the break of uploading over the weekend. I was unable to get videos out, but I'm going to be back to every day this week. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment if you enjoyed it, and give me some video ideas. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Diamonds in my smile and my necklace. Love to be around and see a flirt. I'm